What's going on, everyone? My name is Steve, and today I'm going to show you how you can create your very own bottle cap creature. We're going to be using Blender to model the creature. We're going to be using FreeCAD to model the screw or the thing that the bottle cap is going to twist into. And then we're going to be using my 3D printer to print it all out. So sit back and enjoy creating these little guys. So the first thing I did was search the internet for information on bottle caps. And I was able to find a pretty helpful Reddit thread where I learned that the 2-liter bottle in the United States, the most common one, at least where I live, is the PCO 1810. And this person is looking for some information. One of the top comments suggests that there is, so the thickness of the screw would have to be 28 millimeters wide. That's definitely correct. And then he also suggests that the pitch, which is the amount that each thread goes up every revolution, this is basically the pitch. He suggests that it's between 2 and 2.5 millimeters. When I measured it with a caliper, my bottle was closer to 2.75, so that's what I used. So I loaded up FreeCAD because it's free, that's why I use it, and I got this really cool add-on called Fasteners. I will put a link to it in the description, or basically you can just learn how to install FreeCAD add-ons. And I then inserted a threaded rod. Given that information I just learned, I created a diameter of 28 millimeters and I used the custom pitch of 2.75. Make sure you change the drop down next to thread, make it say true. If you don't, you're not gonna have threads. I made that mistake first. So learn from my mistakes, set threading to be true. Okay, now you have something that's threaded. And as far as like the length of this thing, I mean, you only really want it to be the length or the, I guess, thickness of the bottle cap. For me, I used 10 millimeters. It worked pretty fine. So that is how you get the threads. Then from FreeCAD, what I do is I go to File and I click on Export. Now I export this as an STL. I then import it into Blender. And the reason I go into FreeCAD first is because I have issues getting my Blender like units correct. Like I always create something that I think is really big and it turns out being like 1/10 the size or 1/100th the size when I slice it. So by using FreeCAD, creating it in there with the dimensions that I give it, when I import it into Blender, this is the scale of it. I know that this is like 28 millimeters, and everything that I'm going to create on the creature is going to be to the scale of these threads, or relative to the size of these threads. Like I know this is a bottle cap. And then I just go ahead and start sculpting something in Blender. I'll start off with a cube. I will add the mirror modifier, so everything I do on one side gets applied to the next side. And then I just go about and create my creature. So in the process of doing this, I've messed around with a lot of different designs in Blender, but basically just find a creature that you like and have fun with it. I made a turtle here, and one challenge for me was trying to find a way to print it without supports. I wanted, they say anything greater than 45 degrees probably should have supports, but I didn't want that. But what turtle has a sharper than 45 degree angle? So I had to try to play with that, find something that I found, reasonable. It's not perfect, but it's something I had fun doing. It was a small little project. It took me an evening after work. It didn't take me a very long time, and I wanted to share this knowledge with all of you wonderful people. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you don't want to go through the steps that I just went through and you want to just download the STL, there will be a link for that on Thingiverse. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.